my room.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Chris Welborn.
My name is Angela Forrest.
We're the co-directors for Taming of the Shrew. Wichita Shakespeare Company is a 501c3 nonprofit, so that means we're all volunteer. From the person who made the set to the directors to the crew to the cast, everybody volunteers their time to do all this stuff, and it's a great thing. All these cool parks we get to be at.
And along those lines, because we're a volunteer organization, we survive by the kindness of strangers. So we have a little table, little white table back in the back there. It has programs if you decide you want to grab another one. But it also has a Shakespeare head with a big old cutout right underneath his nose. If you enjoyed the show, we would love it if you could drop $1 or $2 in there to help keep us going. If you hated the show, put some money in so that we never do this again. It's all dependent on you guys.
We're going to keep doing it.
We are going to keep doing it, but some people will hate it if we
you
understand.
have always thought about volunteering or being in a production or anything like that, the next production is The Merry Wives of Windsor, which has auditions July 8th and July 9th. And then, just to let you know, the dates of the performance are a little skewed. So actually the performances for Merry Wives of Windsor in your program, they actually start on the 13th of September. So just giving you a heads up on that.
And a little bit here, if you haven't been into this park before, if you need to use the restroom, there are restrooms in this building around the back. We simply ask that you go past our yellow cord behind the trees to get there.
Yeah, don't worry about the cats.
Yep.
They won't bother. Okay.
And this show's running about 2 hours long, so it's going to get a little dark as things go along. Just squint, you won't lose anything.
Thank you and enjoy Taming of the Shrew.
Tranio, since for the great desire I had to see fair Padua, nursery of arts, I am arrived for fruitful Lombardy, the pleasant garden of great Italy, and by my father's love and leave am armed with his goodwill. I have Pisa left and have Padua come. Here, let us breathe and institute a course of learning and ingenious studies. Gentle mastermind, I am in all affected as yourself. Glad that you thus continue your resolve to suck the sweets of sweet philosophy. Only, good master, no profit grows where is no pleasure taken. In brief, sir, study what you most affect. Grammar, Tranio. Well dost thou advise. But stay a while. What company is this?
Gentlemen, importune me no farther, for how resolved I am is that you know not to bestow my younger daughter before I have a husband for the elder. If either of you should love Katharina, because I love you well and know you well, leave you shall have to court her at your pleasure.
To curse her, rather. She's too rough for me. There, Hortensio, will you any wife?
In faith, sir, is it your will to make a game of me amongst these mates?
Oh, mates, maid? No mates for you, lest you were of gentler, milder mold.
In faith, sir, you shall never need to worry, for surely it is not halfway to my heart. And, but it were, be sure my will would be to comb your noodle with a 3-legged stool, paint your face and use you like a fool.
From all such devils, good Lord, deliver us.
Me too, good Lord.
Hush, master, here's some good pastime toward. That wench is stark mad or wonderful forward. But in the other silence I do see maid's mild behavior and sobriety. Peace, Tranio. Well said, master. Mum, and gaze your fill.
Gentlemen, so that I may soon make good on what I had said. Bianca, get you in, and let it not displease thee, my girl, for I will love thee nevertheless, my sweet Bianca.
Aw, a pretty pet. It were best put finger in her eye, and she knew why.
Sister, content you in my discontent. Sir, to your pleasures I humbly subscribe. My books and my instruments shall be my company. On them to look and practice by myself.
Hark, Tranio, thou mayst hear Minerva speak.
Signor Baptista, will you be so cruel Sorry am I that our goodwill would affect Bianca's grief.
Why will you lock her up, Senor Baptista, for this fiend of hell? Make her bear the penance of her tongue.
Gentlemen, content ye, I am resolved. Bianca, get you in. For that I know she taketh most delight in music, instruments, and poetry. Schoolmasters will I keep at my house, fit to instruct her youth. If you, Signor Hortensio, or you, Signor Gremio, know of any, refer them hither. For to cunning men I would be very kind and liberal in mine own children good bringing up. And so farewell. Katerina, you may stay, for I have more to commune with Bianca.
I trust I may go too, may I not? What? Shall I point hours as though I know not what to take and what to leave?
You may go to the devil's dam. Your gifts are so good, here's none will have you. Farewell. Yet, for the love I bear my sweet Bianca, if I can by any means light on a fit man to teach her that wherein she delights, I will wish him to her father.
And so will I, Signor Gremio, but a word, I pray. Though the nature of our quarrel yet never brooked parley, know now, upon advice, it toucheth us both, that we would yet again have access to our fair mistress, and be happy rivals in Bianca's love, to labor and effect one thing specially.
What's that, I pray?
Marry, sir, to find a husband for her sister.
A husband? A devil.
I say a husband.
I say a devil. Thinkest thou, Hortensio, though her father be very rich, any man is so very a fool to be married to hell?
Tush, Gremio, though it be beyond your patience and mine to endure her loud alarms, why, there be good fellows in the world. A man could light on them, would take her for all her faults, and money enough.
I cannot tell, but I had us take her dowry on this condition, to be whipped at the high cross every morning.
Faith, as you say, there's small choice in rotten apples. But come, since this bar-in-law makes us friends, let it so far forth friendly be maintained, all by helping Baptista's eldest daughter to a husband, we set his youngest free for a husband, and set to it afresh. Oh, sweet Bianca, he that runs fastest gets the ring. How say you, Signor Gremio?
I am agreed. And would I had given him the best horse in Padua to begin his wooing, that would thoroughly woo her, wed her in bed her, and rid the house of her. Come on.
I pray, sir, tell me, is it possible that love should of a sudden take such hold?
Oh, Tranio, till I found it to be true, I never thought it possible or likely. But see, while idly I stood looking on, I found the effect of love and idleness. And now in plainness I confess to thee, Tranio, I burn, I pine, I perish. Tranio, if I achieve not this young modest girl, counsel me, Tranio, for I know thou canst. Assist me, Tranio, for I know thou wilt.
Master, you look so longly on the maid, perhaps you mark not what's the pith of all. Marked you not how her sister began to scold and raise up such a storm that mortal ears might hardly endure the din?
I saw her coral lips to move, and with her breath she did perfume the air. Sacred and sweet is all I saw in her.
Nay, then, 'tis time to stir him from his trance. I pray, awake, sir! If you love the maid, bend thoughts and wits to achieve her. Thus it stands. Her eldest sister is so cursed and shrewd that until the father rid his hands of her master, your love must live a maid at home. And therefore has he closely mewed her up, because she will not be annoyed with suitors.
Ah, Tranio, what a cruel father's he! But art thou not advised he took some care in getting her cunning schoolmasters to instruct her?
Aye, marry am I, sir. And now 'tis plotted.
I have it, Tranio!
Both our inventions meet and jump in one. You will be schoolmaster and undertake the teaching of the maid. That's your device?
It is! Basta content thee, for I have it full! We have not yet been seen in any house, nor can we lie distinguished by our faces for man or master. Then it follows thus. Thou shalt be master, Tranio, in my stead. keep the house and port and servants as I should, I shall some other be, some Florentine, some Neapolitan, or meaner man of Pisa. 'Tis hatched, it shall be so. Tranio, at once uncase thee. Take my colored hat and cloak. When Biandello comes, he waits on thee, but I will charm him first, to keep his tongue.
So had you need, and I am tied to be obedient, for so your father charged me at our parting. Be serviceable to my son, quoth he, although I think 'twas in another sense. I am content to be Lucentio, because so well I love Lucentio.
Be so, Tranio, because Lucentio loves. Oh, and let me be a slave to achieve the maid whose sudden sight hath thralled my wounded eye. Oh, here comes the rogue. Sirrah, where have you been?
Where have I been? Nay, how now, where are you? Master, has my fellow Tranio stolen your clothes? Or you stolen his? Or both? Pray, what's the news?
Sirrah, come hither. 'Tis no time to jest, and therefore frame your manners to the time. Your fellow Tranio here puts my appearance and my countenance on, and I for my escape have put on his, for in a quarrel since I came ashore, I killed a man. And fear I was descried. Wait you on him, I charge you, while I make way from hence to save my life. You understand me?
Aye, sir, narrow it.
And not a jot of Tranio in your mouth. Tranio is changed into Lucentio.
The better for him. Would I were so too.
So could I, faith boy, have the next wish after. That Lucentio indeed had Baptista's youngest daughter. But, sirrah, not for my sake, but your master's, I advise you use your manners discreetly in all kind of company. When I am alone, why then I am Tranio. But in all places else, your master Lucentio.
Tranio, let's go. One more thing rests that thyself execute, to make one among these wooers. If thou ask me why, suffice it. My reasons are both good and weighty.
Verona, for a while I take my leave to see my friends in Padua, and of all my best beloved and approved friend, Hortensio, and I trow this is his house. Sirrah Grumio, knock, I say.
Knock, sir? Whom should I knock? Is there a man has abused your worship?
Villain, I say, knock me here soundly.
Knock you here? Why, sir, what am I, sir, to knock you here, sir?
Villain, I say, knock me at the gate and rap me well, or I'll knock your namespace.
My master is grown quarrelsome. I should knock you first, and then I know after who comes by the worst.
Will it not be? And you'll not knock? Oh, ring it! I'll try how you can so far and sing it!
How, masters, how? My master is mad!
Now knock when I bid you knock, sirrah, villain!
How now? What's the matter here? Why, my old friend Grumio and good friend Petruchio. How do you all in Verona?
Senor Hortensio, come you to part the fray?
Rise, Grumio, rise. We'll compound this quarrel.
Nay, if this not be lawful case for me to leave his servant, look you, sir, he bid me knock him and rap him well. Well, was it fit for a servant to use his master so? Who would to God I will knock the person and not Grumio come by the worst?
A senseless villain. I bade him knock upon your gate and could not get him from my heart to do it.
Knock at the gate. Oh heavens, spake you not these words plain? Sirrah, knock me here, rap me here, knock me well, knock me soundly. And come you now with knocking at the gate?
Sirrah, be gone or speak not, I advise you.
Oh, peace, Petruchio. I'm Grumio's pledge. Why, this is a heavy chance twixt him and you. Your ancient, trusty, pleasant servant Grumio. Now, sweet friend, tell me, what happy gale blows you here to Padua from old Verona?
Such winds as scatters young men throughout the world, to seek their fortune far from home, where little experience grows. But in some, Signor Hortensio, thus it stands with me. My father Antonio is deceased. and I have come to thrust myself into the maze, happily to wive and thrive as best I may. With crowns in my purse and goods in my home, I am come abroad to see the world.
Well, Petruchio, shall I come roundly to thee then, and wish thee to a shrewd, ill-favored wife? Thou think me but little for my counsel, but I promise thee she shall be rich, and very rich. Oh, but thou art too much my friend, and I would not wish thee to her.
Signor Hortensio, twixt such friends as we, few words suffice. If thou know one rich enough to be Petruchio's wife, as wealth is burdened up my wooing dance, be she as foul as Florentius's love, as old as Sybil, be she as rough as the raging Adriatic Sea, I come to wive wealthily in Padua, and if wealthily, then happily in Padua.
Nay, look you, sir, he tells you flatly what his mind is. Why, give him gold enough and marry him to a puppet, or an aglet baby, or an old truck with ne'er a tooth in her head. Though she have as many diseases as 250 horses, nothing comes amiss, so money comes with all.
Petruchio, since we're stepped thus far in, I will continue that I broached in jest, but I can, Petruchio, help thee to a wife, with wealth enough, young and beauteous, brought up as best becomes a gentlewoman. Her only fault, and is faults enough, is that she's intolerable cursed and shrewd and froward, so beyond all reason that were my state far worse than it was, I would not wed her for a mine of gold.
Hortensio, peace, thou knowest not gold's effect. Tell me her father's name, and 'tis enough, for I shall board her, though she chide as loud as thunder when the clouds in autumn crack.
Her father is Baptista Minola, a courteous and affable gentleman. She is Katherine Minola, renowned in Padua for her scolding tongue.
I know her father well, though I know not her, and he knew my deceased father. Hortensio, I shall not sleep until I see her.
I pray you, sir, let him go while the humor lasts.
Oh, tarry, Petruchio, I must go with thee, for in Baptista's keep my treasure is. He hath the jewel of my life in hold, his youngest daughter, sweet Bianca, and her withholds from me and others more, suitors to her and rivals in my love, supposing it a thing impossible for these defects I before rehearsed, ere Katharina will be wooed. Therefore this order Baptista hath taken, none shall have access unto Bianca, till Katharina the Cursed have got a husband.
Katharina the Cursed! A title for a maid, all titles the worst.
Now, shall my friend Petruchio do me grace and offer me, disguised in sober robes to old Baptista, as a schoolmaster, well seen in music, so I may, I may instruct Bianca, and unsuspected court her by herself. Oh, peace, it is a rival to my love. Petruchio, stand by a while.
A proper stripling and an amorous.
Oh, very well. I have perused the note. Hark you, sir, I'll have them very fairly bound. All books of love. See that? At any hand. And see you read no other lectures to her. You understand me? Over and beside Senor Baptista's liberality, I shall amend it with the largesse. Take your paper, too, and let me have them very well perfumed. For she is sweeter than perfume itself, to whom they go to. Oh, what will you read to her?
Whatever I read to her, I'll plead for you as for my patron, stand you so assured, as firmly as yourself were still in place. Yea, and perhaps with more successful words than you, unless you are a scholar, sir.
Oh, this learning, what a thing it is!
Oh, this woodcock, what an ass it is!
Peace around.
Rubio, come. God save you, Signor Gremio.
And you are well met, Senor Hortensio. Trow you whither I am going? To Baptista Minola. I am promised to inquire carefully about a schoolmaster for the fair Bianca, and by good fortune I have lighted well on this young man, for learning and behavior fit for her turn, well-read poetry and other books, good ones I warrant ye.
Oh, 'tis well, and I have met a gentleman hath promised me to help me to another, a fine musician to instruct our mistress, so I will no whit be behind in duty to sweet Bianca, so beloved of me.
Beloved of me, and that my deed shall prove.
That his bag shall prove.
Gremio, 'tis now no time to vent our love. Listen to me, and if you speak me fair, I'll give you news indifferent good for either. Here is a gentleman whom by chance I met, would, upon agreement from us to his liking, would undertake to woo cursed Katharina, yea, and to marry her, if her dowry please.
So said, so done as well. Hortensio, have you told him all her faults?
I know she is an irksome brawling scold, sir. If that be all, masters, I hear no harm.
No, friend. What countryman?
Born in Verona, old Antonio's son. My father dead, my fortune lives for me, and I do hope good time and long to see.
Oh, sir, such a life with such a wife were strange. But if you have a stomach tote, God's name, you shall have me assisting you in all. Will you woo this wildcat?
Will I live?
Will he woo her? Aye. Or I'll hang her.
Gentlemen, why come I hither but to that intent? Think you a little din can daunt my ears? Have I not in my time heard lions roar? Have I not heard the seas puffed up with wind, raging like an angry boar chafed with sweat? Have I not heard great ordnance in the field and heaven's artillery in the sky? Have I not in a pitched battle heard loud lorums, the neighing of steeds and trumpets clang? And do you tell me of a woman's tongue that gives not half so great a blow to hear as does a chestnut in a farmer's fire? Tush, tush, fear boys with bugs,
For he fears none.
Hortensio, hark! This gentleman has happily arrived, my mind presumes, for his own good and ours.
I promised we would be contributors and bear the charging of his wooing whatsoever.
And so he shall, provided he win her.
I would I were assured of a good dinner.
Gentlemen, God save you. If I may be bold, tell me, I beseech you, which is the readiest way to the house of Signor Baptista Minola?
He that has the two fair daughters, is it he you mean?
Even he, Biandello?
Hark you, sir, you mean not her two?
Perhaps him and her, sir. What have you to do?
not her that chides, sir, at any hand I pray.
I love no chiders, sir. Biandello, let's away.
Well begun, Tranio.
Sir, a word ere you go. Are you suitor to the maid you talk of? Yea or no?
And if I be, sir, is it any offense?
If without more words you will get you hence.
I pray, sir, are the streets not as free for me as for you?
But so is not she.
For what reason, I beseech you?
For this reason, if you'll know, that she is the choice love of Signor Gremio.
That she is the chosen of Signor Hortensio.
Softly, my masters. If you be gentlemen, do me this right. Hear me with patience. Baptista is a noble gentleman to whom my father is not all unknown. And were his daughter fairer than she is, she may more suitors have. And me, for one.
What? This gentleman will talk us all.
Sir, I know he'll prove a jade.
Sir, if I may be so bold as to ask, have you yet ever seen Baptista's daughter?
No, sir, but here I do that he hath two. The one as famous for a scolding tongue as is the other for beauteous modesty.
Sir, the first is for me. Pray, let her go by.
Yea, leave that labor to great Hercules.
Sir, understand you this of me in sooth. The younger daughter of whom you hearken, her father keeps from all access to suitors, and will not promise her to any man till the elder daughter first be wed. The younger then is free, and not before.
If it be so, sir, that you are the man must stead us all, and me amongst the rest.
Oh, sir, say you well, and well you do conceive. And since you do profess to be a suitor, you must, as we do, gratify this gentleman, to whom we all rest generally beholding.
Sir, I shall not be slack. In sign whereof, please ye we may contrive this afternoon, and quaff carouses to our mistress's health. And do as adversaries do in law. Strive mightily, but eat and drink as friends.
Excellent motion.
Fellows, let's be gone.
The motion's good indeed, and be it so, Petruchio, I shall be your bidden to do so.
Sister, wrong me not, nor wrong yourself, to make a bondmaid and a slave of me. But for all of these goods, sister, unbind my hands. Yea, I'll pull them off myself, all my raiment, down to my petticoat, or So what you will command me will I do. So well I know my duties to my elders.
Of all thy suitors, here I charge thee, tell whom thou lovest best. See, thou dissemble not.
Sister, of all of the men alive, I have never beheld that special face that I could fancy above any other.
Minion, thou liest. Is not Hortensio.
Oh. Sister, if you affect him, here I swear, you shall have him.
Then belike you fancy riches more. It'll be Gremio to keep you fair.
Is it for him that you do envy me so? Nay, then you jest, and now that I well perceive that you have jested all this while, Sister Kate, I pray thee, untie my hands.
If that be just, then all the rest be so.
I have out this Prince Rose's influence. Bianca, stand aside. Poor girl, she weeps. Go, fly thy needle, meddle not with her. Shame, thou helding of a devilish spirit. Why dost thou wrong her that never did wrong thee? When did she ever cross thee with a bitter word?
Her silence flouts me, and I'll be
What?
revenged.
In my sight, Bianca gets you in.
What? Will you not suffer me? Oh, nay, now I see she is your treasure. She must have a husband. I must dance barefoot on her wedding day. Oh, no, talk not to me. I'll go sit and weep till I find occasion for revenge.
Was ever gentleman grieved such as I? But who comes here?
Good morrow, neighbor Baptista.
Oh, good morrow, Signor Gremio. God save you, gentlemen.
And you, good sir. Pray, have you not a daughter named Katharina, fair and virtuous?
I have a daughter called Katharina.
You are too blunt. Go to an orderly.
You wrong me, Senor Gremio. Give me leave. I am a gentleman of Verona, sir, that hearing of her beauty and her wit, her affability and bashful modesty, her wondrous qualities and mild behavior, am bold to show myself a forward guest within your house, to make mine eye the witness of that report which I so oft have heard. And for an entrance to my entertainment, allow me to present with you a man of mine, cunning in the music and mathematics, to instruct your daughter in those sciences of which I know she is not ignorant. Accept of him, or else you do me wrong. His name is Licio, born in Mantua.
You are welcome, sir, and he for your good sake, but, oh, for my daughter, sir, she is not for your turn, the more my grief.
I see you do not mean to part with her, or else you care not of my company.
Mistake me not, I speak but as I find. But whence are you, sir? What may I call you?
Petruchio is my name, a man, old Antonio's son, a man well known throughout all of Italy.
Oh, yes, I know him well. You are welcome for his sake.
Saving your tail, Petruchio, I pray. Let us let our poor petitioners speak too. You are marvelous forward.
Pardon me, Senor Gremio, I would fain be doing.
I doubt it not, but you will curse your wooing. Neighbor, this is a gift very grateful, I am sure of it, to express the like kindness myself that have been more kindly beholding to you than any. Freely give unto you this young scholar that hath long been studying and brain, as cunning in Greek, Latin, and other languages as the other in music and mathematics. His name is Cambio. Pray, accept his service.
1,000 thanks. Signor Gremio, you are welcome, Cambio, but sir, methinks you walk like a stranger. May I be so bold as to know the cause of your coming?
Pardon me, sir, the boldness is mine own, that being a stranger in this city here, do make myself a suitor to your daughter, unto Bianca, fair and virtuous. Nor is your firm resolve unknown to me in the preferment of the eldest sister. This liberty is all that I request, that upon knowledge of my parentage I may have welcome amongst the rest that woo, and free access and favor as the rest. And toward the education of your daughters, I here bestow this simple instrument, and this packet of Greek and Latin books. If you accept them, then their worth is great.
Lucio is your name, of whence, I pray?
Of Pisa, sir, son to Vincencio.
Oh, a mighty man. By report, I know him well. You are welcome for his sake. Sir, you take you the lute and you the set of books. You are to go see your pupils presently. Paula, within. Sirrah, lead these gentlemen to my daughters. Instruct them that these are their tutors. Bid them use them well. I will walk a while in the orchard and then to dinner. You are passing welcome, so I pray think yourselves.
Senor Baptista, my business asks in haste, and every day I cannot come to rule. You knew my father, and in him me, left solely heir to all his lands and goods, which I have bettered rather than decreased. Then tell me, if I were to win your daughter's love, what dowry will I have with her to wife?
Upon my death, 1/2 of my lands, and in possession 20,000 crowns.
For that sum, sir, I shall assure her of her widowhood, should she survive me in all my lands and leases whatsoever. Therefore, let specialties be drawn between us, that covenant may be held on either hand.
That is, when that special thing is obtained, which is her love, for that is all in all.
Why, that is nothing. For I tell you, I am peremptory as she is proud-minded. And where two raging fires do meet together, they consume that which feeds their fury. And where little fire may grow great with little wind, yet extreme gusts will blow out, fire and all. Thus I to her, and so she yields to me. For I am rough and woo not like a babe.
Well, may thou woo us, but be prepared for some unhappy words.
Aye, to the proof, as mountains are to wind that shake not though they blow perpetually.
Why, sir, why look so pale?
For fear, I promise you, if I look pale.
Will my daughter be a good musician?
She will sooner prove a soldier. Iron may hold with her, but never lutes.
Canst thou not break her to the lute?
Why, no, for she hath broken the lute to me. I did but tell her she mistook her frets, and bowed her hand to teach the fingering, when with a devilish and impatient spirit, "Frets call you these?" quoth she, "I'll fume with them." And with that word she struck me on the head. Through the instrument my pate made way. There I stood, amazed a while, looking through the lute. While she did call me rascal fiddler and twangling jack and 20 such vile terms as though she'd studied to misuse me so.
Why, this is a lusty wench. I love her 10 times more than ever I did. Oh, how I long to have some chat with her.
Sir, go with me. Proceed and practice with my younger daughter, for she's apt to learn to be thankful for good turns. Signor Petruchio, will you go with us, or shall I send my daughter, Kate, to you?
Oh, I pray you do, sir. I shall attend her here, and woo her with some spirit when she comes. Say that she frowned. Well, then I'll tell her she looks as clear as morning roses, freshly washed with dew. Say that she railed. Then I shall tell her she sings as sweet as a nightingale. Say that she be mute. Then I'll commend her volubility. And if she do bid me pack, well, then I'll thank her as if she's bade me stay a week. And if she do deny to wed, then I shall crave the day when I shall ask the banns and when be married. Oh, but here she comes. And now, Petruchio, speak. Good morrow, Kate, for that's your name, I hear.
Well, have you heard, but something hard of hearing. They call me Katharina, that do talk of me.
In faith you lie, for you are called plain Kate, and bonny Kate, and sometimes Kate the Cursed, but Kate, the prettiest Kate in all of Christendom, Kate of Kate Hall, my super dainty Kate, for all dainties are Kates, and therefore, Kate, take this of me, Kate of my consolation, that hearing of thy virtues spoken in every town, thy beauty sounded, and thy wondrous qualities spoke of, I am moved to woo thee for my wife.
Moved? Well, in good time. Let him who moved you hither remove you hence. I knew you from the start. You were immovable.
Why, what's a movable?
A joined stool.
Thou hast hit on it. Come, sit on me.
Asses were made to bear, and so were you.
Ah, women are made to bear, and so are you.
No such jade as you, if me you mean.
Kate, I will not burden thee, for knowing thee be but young and light.
Too light for such a swain as you to catch, and yet as heavy as my weight should be.
Should be, should buzz.
Oh, well ta'en and like a buzzard.
Come, you wasp, in faith you are too angry.
If I be waspish, best beware my sting.
Well, my remedy then would be to pluck it out.
Ha! If the fool knew where it lay.
Who knows not where a wasp does keep his sting? In his tail.
In his tongue.
Whose tongue?
Yours, if you talk of tails, and so farewell.
What, with my tongue in your tail? Nay, good Kate, I am a gentleman.
Oh, that I will try.
I swear I'll cuff you if you shove me again.
Ha! So may you lose your arms. If you are a gentleman, you will not strike me. And if not a gentleman, why then, no arms.
Oh, a herald, Kate. Oh, put me in thy books.
Oh, what's thy crest? A coxcomb?
A combless cock, and Kate shall be my head.
Oh, no cock of mine. You grow too like a craven.
Oh, come now, Kate. Be not so sour.
It is my fashion when I see a crab.
Well, there be no crab here, therefore look not sour.
There is.
Show it to me.
Had I a glass, I would.
What? You mean my face?
Oh, well aimed for such a young one.
Well, now, by St. George, I am too young for you.
Yet you are withered.
'Tis with care.
I care not.
Nay, good Kate, in sooth you scape not so.
I chafe you if I tarry. Let me go.
No, not a whit, for I find you passing gentle. 'Twas told to me you were rough and coy and sullen, and now I find the report a very liar. For you are pleasant, gamesome, passing courteous, but slow in speech, yet sweet as springtime flowers. Oh, why does the world say that Kate doth limp? Oh, slanderous world, Kate, like the hazel twig, is straight and slender, and brown in hue as hazelnuts, and sweeter than the kernels. Oh, see thee walk, that does not halt.
Where did you learn this goodly speech?
It is extempore from my mother wit.
Oh, a witty mother. Witless else her son.
Am I not wise?
Yes, keep you warm.
Marry, and I mean, sweet Katharina, in thy bed. And thus in plain terms, your father hath agreed that we be married. Your dowry agreed upon, and will you nill you, I will marry you, Kate. For I am a man for your turn. For by this light, whereby I see thy beauty that doth make me like thee so well, you must marry no man but me. For I am he, and born to tame you, Kate, and turn you from a wild Kate to a Kate conformable as other household Kates. Oh, here comes your father. Never make denial. I must and will have Katharina for my wife.
Now, Petruchio, how speed you with my daughter?
How but well, sir, how but well. It is impossible we can speed amiss.
And, how now, daughter Katharina, and your donkeys?
Call you me daughter? I promise you, you have shown a tender, fatherly regard to wish me wed to this one-half lunatic, this madcap ruffian and swearing jack who thinks with oaths to face the matter out.
Father, 'tis thus. Yourself and all the world that spoke of her have spoke amiss of her. If she be cursed, it is for policy. She's not froward, but modest as the dove. She's not hot, but temperate as the morn. For patience, she will prove a second gristle, and Roman Lucretia for her chastity. And in short, we have agreed so well together that upon Sunday is the wedding day.
I will see thee hanged on Sunday first.
Hark, Petruchio, she says she'll see thee hanged first.
Is this your speeding? Nay, then, good night our part.
Be patient, gentlemen. I choose her for myself. If she and I be pleased, what's it to you? It has been bargained twixt us twain, alone, that she shall still be cursed in company. But I tell you, it is amazing to see how much she loves me. Oh, the kindest Kate. She hung about my neck, and kiss upon kiss she vied so fast, protesting oath upon oath, that in a twink she won me to her love. Oh, you are novices. 'Tis a world to see how tame when men and women are alone. The meacock wretch can make the curses shrew. Oh, Katharina, give me thy hand. I will unto Venice to my peril against the wedding day. Prepare the feast, father, and bid the guests. I shall be sure my Katharina will be fine.
I know not what to say. Give me your hands. God send you joy, Petruchio, 'tis a match!
Amen, say we.
We will be witnesses.
Father and wife and gentlemen, I bid adieu. Sunday comes apace. There will be rings and things in fine array. And kiss me, Kate. We'll be married at Sunday.
Oh, God.
Was ever match clapped up so suddenly?
Faith, gentlemen, now I must play a merchant's part and venture madly on a desperate march.
Was a commodity lay fretting by you, will bring you gain or perish on the seas.
The gain I seek is quiet in the match.
No doubt, but he hath got a quiet catch. But now, Baptista, to your younger daughter. Now is the day we long have looked for. I'm your neighbor and was suitor first.
And I am one that love Bianca more than words can witness or your thoughts can guess.
Youngling, thou canst not love so dear as I.
Graybeard, thy love doth freeze.
But thine doth fry. Skipper, stand back. 'Tis age that nourisheth.
But youth in ladies' eyes that flourish.
Gentlemen, content ye, I will compound the strife. 'Tis deeds must win the prize. He of your both that can assure my daughter greatest dower will win my Bianca's love. Signor Gremio, what can you assure her?
First, as you know, my house within the city is richly furnished with plate and gold, basins and ewers to lay for dainty hands. My hangings all of Tyrian tapestry, 60 fat oxen standing in my stall, and all things answerable to this portion. Myself am struck in years, I must confess, and if I should die tomorrow, this will be hers. If, whilst I live, she be only mine.
That only came well in. Sir, list to me. I am my father's heir and only son. If I may have your daughter to my wife, I'll leave her houses 3 or 4 as good within rich Pisa walls as any one old Signor Gremio has in Padua. Besides, 2,000 ducats by the year of fruitful land, all which shall be her jointure. What have I pinched you, Signor Gremio?
2,000 ducats by the year of land? My land amounts to not so much in all. That she shall have. Besides an argosy which is now laying in Marseille Road. What? Have I choked you on an argosy?
Gremio, 'tis known my father hath no less than 3 great argosies. Besides 2 galliasses and 12 tight galleys. All these I assure her, and twice as much whate'er thou offerest next.
Nay, I have offered all. I have no more. She can have no more than all I have. If you like me, she shall have me and mine.
Why, then the maid is mine from all the world. By your firm promise, Gremio is out by.
I must confess your offer is the best. And if your father make her the assurance that Bianca is your own, but pardon me for having to say this, but if you should die before him, where's her dower?
That's but a cavil. He is old, I young.
And may not young men die as well as old?
Well, gentlemen, I am resolved. On Sunday next, you know, Katharina is to be married, and the Sunday following shall Bianca be bride to you, if you this assurance. If not, Signor Gremio. And so I thank you both and take my leave.
I do, good neighbor. Now, I fear thee not, sirrah, young gamester. Your father were a fool to leave you all and set foot in under thy table. A toy. An old Italian fox is not so kind, my boy.
A vengeance on your crafty withered hide. Yet I have faced it with a card of 10. It's in my head to do my master good. I see no reason but suppose Lucentio must get a father, called supposed Vincencio, which is a wonder. Fathers commonly do get their children, but in this case of wooing, a child shall get a sire, if I fail not of my cunning.
Bismarck forbear, you grow too forward, sir. Have you so soon forgot the entertainment her sister Katerina welcomed you withal?
But, railing pedant, this is the patroness of heavenly harmony. They give me leave to have prerogative. And when in music we've spent an hour, then your lectures will have leisure as much.
Preposterous ass. That never read so far to know why music was ordained. Was it not to refresh the mind of man after his studies or his usual pain? Then leave me to read philosophy. And while I pause, serve in your harmony.
Oh, sirrah, I will not bear these braves of thine.
Why, gentlemen, you do me doubly wrong. To strive for that which resteth in my choice. I am no preaching scholar in the schools. I will not be tied to hours nor appointed times, but learn my lessons as I please myself. And to cut off all strife, here we sit down. Take you your instrument and play you the whiles. His lecture will be done ere you have tuned.
You will leave his lecture when I'm in tune.
Well, that will be never. Tune your instrument.
Where left we last?
Here, madam. Hic ibat Samoy, hic est Sidiae tellus, hic stederat priami regia celsus senis.
Construe them.
Hic ibat, as I told you before. Samoy, I am Lucentio. Hic est son unto Vincenzio of Pisa, Sidiae tellus, disguised thus to get your love. Hic stederat is that Lucentio that comes a-wooing. Priami is my Mantronio. Regia, bearing my port. Celsus senis, so that we might beguile the old pantaloon.
Madam, my instrument is in tune.
Let's hear. Oh, by the treble jars.
Spit in the hole, man, and tune again.
Now, let me see if I can construe it. Hic ibat Samoy. I know you not. Hic est Sigia tellus. I trust you not. Hic steterat priami. Take heed, he hear us not. Regia, presume not. Celsus senis. Despair not.
Madam, 'tis now in tune.
All but the bass.
The bass is right. 'Tis the bass knave that jars.
In time I may believe, yet I mistrust.
Mistrust it not, for sure. Aeacides was Ajax, so called from his grandfather.
Oh, I must believe my master, else I promise you I would still be arguing upon that doubt. Now let it rest. Lecho, to you. Take it not unkind, good masters, that I've been thus pleasant with you both.
You may walk, and give me leave a while. My lessons make no music in 3 parts.
Are you so formal, sir? Well, I must wait, and watch withal, for but I be deceived. Our fine musician groweth amorous.
Madam, before you touch the instrument, to learn the order of my fingering, I must begin with the rudiments of art, and teach you gamut.
Gamut?
In briefer sort, far more pithy, pleasant, and effectual than have been taught by any of my trade. And here it is in writing, fairly drawn.
Why? I am past my gamut long ago.
Yet read the gamut of Hortensio.
Gamut I am, the ground of all accord. A ray to plead Hortensio's passion. Be me, Bianca, take him for thy re, one clef, two notes have I. Ela me, show pity or I die. Calling this a gamut? I like it not. Old fashions please me best. I'm not so nice to change the true rules for old inventions.
Mistress, your father prays you leave your monks and help to dress your sister's chamber up. You know tomorrow is the wedding day.
Farewell, good masters, both. I must be gone.
Faith, mistress, then I have no cause to stay.
But I have cause to pry into this pedant. Methinks he looks as though he were in love.
Signor Lucentio, you know today is the appointed day, yet we hear not from our son-in-law. What will be said? What mockery will there be when the priest attends where the bridegroom should stand and the priest speaks of ceremonial rites of marriage? What say, Lucentio, to this mockery of ours?
No shame but mine. And now, forsooth, I must be forced to give my hand opposed against my heart to some mad-brained rudesby, full of spleen, who wooed in haste but means to wed at leisure. I told you, that he was a frantic fool, hiding his bitter jests and blunt behavior. And now, to be noted for a married man, he will woo 1,000 and point the day of marriage and set feasts and invite friends and proclaim the banns, but never means to wed where he hath wooed. And now must the world point at poor Katharina and say, lo, there is mad Petruchio's wife, should it please him come and marry her.
Patience, good Katharina, and Baptista too. Upon my life, Petruchio means but well, whatever fortune stays him from his word. Though he be blunt, I know him passing wise. Though he be merry, yet withal he's honest.
Would that Katharina had never seen it, though.
Go on and weep, girl. I cannot blame thee, for such an injury would vex a very saint. Much more
Master!
as I am patient humor.
Master, news, old news, and such news that you have never heard of.
Is it old and new? How can that be?
Why is it not news to hear Petruchio's coming?
Petruchio comes.
Why, no, sir.
What then?
He is coming.
When will he be here?
When he is standing where I am and you see him there.
Oh, but say what to thine old news?
Why, Petruchio is coming in a new hat and an old jerkin, a pair of old breeches thrice turned, a pair of boots that have been candle cased, one buckled and the other laced, and an old sword taken out of the town armory with a broken hilt and chapeless with 2 broken points, and his horse hipped with an old mothy saddle and stirrups of no kindred.
Who comes with him?
Oh, sir, his lackey, a monster, a very monster in apparel, and not like a Christian but boy or a gentleman's lackey. 'Tis some odd humor pricks him to this fashion, yet oftentimes he goes but mean apparel.
I'm glad he comes, however he comes.
Why, sir, he comes not.
Thou not just say, Petruchio comes.
Who, that Petruchio came?
Aye, that Petruchio came!
No, sir, I say his horse comes with him on his back.
Why, that's all one!
Nay, sir, I hold you a penny. A horse and a man are not one, and yet like many.
Come, where be these gallants? Who's at home?
Oh, you are most welcome.
And yet I come not well.
Yet you halt not.
Not so well apparelled as I wish you were.
'Twere better I should rush in thus. But where is Kate? Where is my lovely bride?
Sir, you know today's your wedding day. First we were sad for fearing you would not come. Now even sadder that you come so unprovided. Bah, by doctor's habit, shame on your estate and an eyesore in our solemn festival.
And tells us what occasion of import hath all so long detained you from your wife, and sent you hither so unlike yourself.
Tedious a word to tell and harsh to hear. Suffice it, I am come to keep my word. But where is Kate? I stayed too long from her. The morning wears, 'tis time we were at church.
See not your bride in these unreverent robes. Go to my chamber, put on clothes of mine.
Not I, believe me. Thus I'll visit her.
Oh, thus I trust you will not marry her.
Good sooth, even thus. Therefore had done with words. To me she's married, not unto my clothes. 'Tis well for her and all the better for myself. But what a fool I am to be chatting with you when I should bid good morrow to my bride and seal the title with a lovely kiss.
He hath some meaning in his mad attire. We will persuade him, be it possible, to put on better ere he go to church.
I will ask him to see the advantage.
What to her love concerneth us to add her father's liking, which to bring to pass as I before imparted to your worship, I am to get a man. Whate'er he be, it skills not much, we'll fit him to our turn. He shall be Vincenzo of Pisa, making sure it's here at Padua of greater sums than I have promised. So shall you quietly enjoy your hope, marry sweet Bianca with consent.
Were it not that my fellow schoolmaster doth watch Bianca step so narrowly, 'twere good, methinks, to seal our marriage, which once performed, let all of the world say no. I'll keep mine own, despite of all the world.
That by degrees we mean to look into, and watch our vantage in this business. We'll overreach the gray-beard Gramio, the narrow-prying father Minola, the quaint musician amorously chill, all for my master's sake, Lucchesi. Ah, Signor Gramio, came you from the church?
As willingly as e'er I came from school.
And is the bride and bridegroom coming home?
A bridegroom, you say? 'Tis a groom indeed, a grumbling groom, and that the girl shall find.
Curster than she? Why, it is impossible.
Why, he's a devil, the very fiend.
Why, she's a devil, the devil's damned.
She's a lamb, a dove, a fool to him. I'll tell you, Sir Lucentio, when the priest should ask if Caterina should be his wife, "Aye, by Gog's wounds," quoth he, and swore so loud that all amazed, the priest let fall the book. And as he stooped again to take it up, the mad-brained bridegroom took him such a cuff that down fell priest and book and priest. "Now take them up," quoth he, "if any list."
What said the wench when he rose again?
Trembled and shook, for why he stamped and swore as if the vicar meant to cozen him. But after many ceremonies done, he calls for wine. "A health," quoth he, as if he had been aboard, carousing to its mates after a storm, quaffed off the muscadel, and threw the sops all in the sexton's face. This done, he took the bride about the neck and kissed her lips with such a clamorous smack that at the parting all the church did echo. And I, seeing this, came thence for very shame. But I know, after me, the rout is coming. Such a mad marriage never was. Hark! Hark! I can hear the minstrels play.
Gentlemen, I thank you for your pains. I know you think to dine with me today and have prepared great store of wedding cheer. But so it is, my haste doth call me hence, and I must away.
It's possible you will away tonight?
I must away today ere tonight come. Believe you me, if you knew my business, you would bid me go rather than stay. But patient guests, I thank you that have beheld me give myself away to this most patient, kind, and generous wife. Dine with my father, drink a health to me, for I must go, and farewell to you all.
Let us entreat you stay till after dinner.
It may not be.
Let me entreat you.
It cannot be.
Let me entreat you.
I am content.
Are you content to stay?
I am content that you should entreat me stay, yet stay not. Entreat me how you will.
If you love me, stay.
Grumio, my horse.
Aye, sir, they be ready. The oats have eaten the horses.
Nay, do what thou wilt. I will not go today. No, nor tomorrow, nor till it please myself. The door is open, sir. There lies your way, and you may be jogging while your boots are green, but for me, I'll not go till it please myself.
Oh, Kate, content thee, pray thee. Be not angry.
I will be angry. What hast thou to do? Father, be quiet. He shall stay my leisure.
Hark, Petruchio, now it begins to work.
Gentlemen, forward to the bridal dinner. I see a woman may be made a fool if she had not spirit enough to resist.
They shall go forward, Kate, at thy command. Go forward to the feast, all you that attend her. Be mad and merry, revel and domineer, carouse full measure to her maidenhead, or go hang yourselves. But for my bonny Kate, she must with me. Nay, look not big, nor stamp, nor stare, nor fret. I must be the master of what is mine, for she is my goods and my chattel. She is my house and my household stuff. She is my barn and my field. She is my horse, my ox, my ass. She is my anything. And here she stands. Touch her, whoever dare. I'll bring mine action against the proudest he that dares stand my way in Padua. Grumio, draw forth thy weapon. We are beset by thieves. Rescue thy mistress if thou be a man. Fear not, sweet wench. They shall not touch thee. I'll buckler thee against 1,000,000.
Nay, let them go. Couple of quiet ones.
Went they not quickly, I should die with laughing.
Of all mad matches, never was the like.
Oh, mistress, what's your opinion of your sister?
That she being mad herself, she is madly mated.
I warrant him Petruchio is cated.
Neighbors and friends. The bride and bridegroom wants the place at the table, and you know there wants no junkets at the feast. Therefore, Lucentio, you shall provide the bridegroom's place and let Bianca take her sister's room.
Shall sweet Bianca practice how to bride it?
She shall, Lucentio. Come, gentlemen, let's go.
Tired jades, and all mad masters in all foul ways. Was ever man so beaten? Was ever man so rayed? Was ever man so weary? I am sent before to make a fire, and they are coming after to warm them. Hello, Curtis.
Oh, who is that called so coldly?
A piece of ice, if thou doubt it, thou mayest slide from my shoulder to my neck, with no greater a run but my head in my neck.
Is my master and his wife coming, Grumio?
Oh, aye, Curtis, aye, and therefore fire. Fire cast on no water.
Oh, is she so hot a shrew as she is reported?
She was, good Curtis, before this frost. But thou knowest winter tames man, woman, and beast. For to have tamed my master and my mistress, and myself, fellow Curtis.
Oh, away, you 3-inch fool. I am no beast.
3 inches? But wilt thou make a fire, or shall I complain on thee to our mistress, whose hand, being now at hand, thou shalt soon feel to thy cold comfort for being slow in thy hot office?
I pray thee, good Grumio, tell me, how goes the world?
A cold world, Curtis, and every office but thine, and therefore fire. Have thy duty and do thy duty, for my master and mistress are frozen almost to death.
The fire is ready, good Grumio, therefore I pray thee news.
Why, Jack boy, ho boy, and as much news as will thaw.
Oh, come, you're so full of coney catching.
Why, therefore, fire, for I have caught extreme cold. Where's the cook? Is supper ready? The house trimmed, rushes through, cobwebs swept. The serving men in their new fustian, their white stockings, and every officer's wedding garment on. Be the checks fair within, the jills fair without, the carts laid and everything in order?
Everything is ready, therefore I pray thee news.
First know, my horse is tired. My master and mistress have fallen out.
How?
Out of their saddles, into the dirt. And thereby hangs a tale.
Oh, well, let's have, good Grumio.
Lend thine ear.
Here. Oh, well, this is to feel a tale, not to hear a tale.
Then 'tis called a sensible tale. And this cuff was but to knock at your ear and beseech listening. Now I begin. In Primus we rode up a foul hill, my master behind my mistress.
Oh, both of one horse?
What's that to thee?
Well, why a horse?
But hast thou not crossed me? Thou shouldst heard how her horse fell, and she under her horse, how he left her with the horse upon her, how he beat me because her horse stumbled, how she waded through the dirt to pluck him off me, how he swore, how she braved and never braved before, how I cried, how the horses ran away, how her bridle was burst, how I lost my crupper. With many things of worthy memory which shall now die in oblivion and return unexperienced to thy grave.
Well, by this reckoning, he's more shrewd than she.
Aye, and that thou and the proudest of you all shall find when he returns home. And what talk I of this? Call forth Nathaniel, Joseph, Walter, Sugarsop, Philip, and the rest. Are they all ready?
Oh, they are.
We'll call them forward.
Do you hear? How?
Welcome home, Grumio!
How now, Grumio?
What, Grumio?
Fellow Grumio!
How now, and thus much for greeting. Now, my spruce companions, is all ready and all things neat.
All things is ready. How near is our master?
Ain't a hand alighted by this, and therefore be not silence. I hear my master. Come, where be these knaves? What, no man at door to hold my stirrup or take my horse? Where is Nathaniel, Philip, and Gregory? Here, sir, you logger-headed and unpolished grooms. What, no attendance, no regard, no duty? Where is the foolish knave I sent before? Here, sir, as foolish as I was before. You peasant swain, you horse and malt horse drudge, did I not bid thee meet me in the park and bring these knaves with thee? Nathaniel's coat, sir, it wasn't fully made, and Gabriel's pumps were all unpinked at the heel. There was no link to color Peter's hat, and Walter's dagger was not come from sheathing. There were none fine, but Adam, Ralph, and Gregory. The rest were ragged, old, and beggarly, yet as they are here, they come to meet you. Well, go, rascals, go, and fetch my supper in. Oh, where be the light that late died there? Where be the... Kate, good Kate, sit and be merry. Sound, sound, sound! Why, when I say... nay, good sweet Kate, be merry. Yes, thank you. Off with my boots, you rogues, you villains. What? You plucked my foot awry. Take that, and mend the plucking of the other. Nay, good Kate, speak. Be merry. Thank you. Now, where is my spaniel Troyes? Sirrah, get you hens and fetch my cousin Ferdinand in. One Kate that you must kiss and be well acquainted with. Shall I have some water? And where are my slippers? Some water, what ho? Kate, come wash and be welcome. Oh! Will you let it fall, you horse and villain?
Patience, I pray you. 'Twas a fault unwilling.
Beetle-headed, flap-eared knave. Come, Kate, sit. I know you have a stomach. Shall you give thanks or shall I? What's this? Mutton?
Aye.
Who brought it?
Aye.
'Tis burnt, and so is all the meat. What dogs are these? Where is the rascal cook? How durst you throw it, take it off the dresser and serve it to me thus and like it not? Here, take that, trenches, cups, and all! Oh, you jolt-headed and logger-headed... No, thank you. What? What, do you grumble? I'll be with you shortly.
Patience, I pray you. The meat was well if you were so contented.
I tell thee, Kate, 'twas burnt and dried away, and I am expressly forbid to touch it. For it engenders choler, planteth anger, and 'twere better that we did fast. For of ourselves are choleric, than feed it with such over-roasted flesh. Fear not, tomorrow shall be mended, and for tonight we'll fast for company. Come, let me show thee to thy bridal chamber.
Peter, this never see the like.
He kills her in her own humor. Where is he?
In her chamber, making a sermon of continency to her, and rails and swears
have I politically begun my reign, and 'tis my hope to end successfully. My falcon is sharp and passing empty. Until she stoops, she must not be full gorged, for then she never look upon her lure. Another way I had to band my haggard, to make her come and know her keeper's call. That is, to watch her as we watch these kites, that bait and beat and will not be obedient. She eat no meat today, nor none shall eat. Last night she slept not, nor tonight she shall not sleep. As with the meat, some undeserved fault I'll find about the making of the bed. And here I'll throw a pillow, and there the bolster, this way the sheet, and that way the coverlet. Aye, and amid this hurly, I shall intend that all be done in reverent care of her. And in conclusion, she shall stay awake all night. And should she begin to nod, well then I'll rail and brawl and keep her still awake. This is a way to kill a wife with kindness. And thus I'll curb her mad and headstrong humor. If another know better how to tame a shrew, let him speak now. 'Tis courtesy to show.
Possible, friendly, show that Mistress Bianca doth fancy any other but Lucentio? I tell you, sir, she bears me fair in hand. Sir, to satisfy in what I've said, stand by and mark the manner of his teaching.
Now, mistress, profit you in what you read.
What, master? Read you? First resolve me that.
I read that I profess the art to love,
Why, then you, sir, may prove the master of your art.
while you, sweet dear, prove mistress of my heart.
Quick procedures, Mary. Now tell me, you that durst swear that your mistress Bianca loved none in the world as well as Lucentio?
Oh, the spiteful love, unconstant womankind! I tell thee, Licho, this is just wonderful.
Mistake no more. I am not Licho, nor a musician as I seem to be. But one that does scorn to live in such disguise. As such one leaves a gentleman and makes a god of such a cullion. Know, sir, that I am called Hortensio.
Oh, Signor Hortensio. I've often heard of your entire affection to Bianca, and since mine eyes are witness of her lightness, I will with you, if you be so contented, forswear Bianca in her love forever.
See how they kiss and court. Here is my hand, Signor Lucentio, and here I firmly swear never to woo her no more, yet do forswear her as one unworthy of all the former favors I have fondly flattered her withal.
And here I take the unfeigned oath never to marry with her, though she would entreat. Fie on her. See how beastly she doth court him?
Would all the world but he had quite forsworn. That I may keep mine oath, I will be married 3 days' time to a wealthy widow, one who has loved me as long as I have loved this proud, disdainful haggard. And so farewell, Signor Lucentio. Kindness in women, not their beauteous looks, shall win my love. And so I take my leave, in resolution as I swore before.
Mistress Bianca, bless you with such grace as longeth to a lover's blessed case. Nay, I've ta'en you napping, gentle love, and have forsworn you with Hortensio.
But you jest, Tranio. Have you both forsworn me?
Mistress, we have.
Then we are rid of Licho!
Aye, faith, he'll have a lusty widow now that shall be wooed and wedded in a day.
Oh, God give him joy.
Aye, and he'll tame her.
He says so, Tranio.
Faith, he is gone unto the taming school.
The taming school. What? There is such a place?
Aye, mistress, and Petruchio is the master, that teacheth tricks 11 and 20 long, to tame a shrew and charm her chattering tongue.
Master! Master, I have watched so long that I am tall-weary. But at last I spied an ancient angel coming down the hill who will serve the turn.
What is he, Biandello?
Master, I know not what, but engage in countenance, surely like father.
And what of him, Claudio?
If he be credulous and trust my tale, I'll make him glad to seem Vincencio, and give assurance to Baptista Minola as if he were the right Vincencio. Now take in your love and then let me alone.
God save you, sir.
Oh, and you, sir, you are welcome. Travel you far on, or are you at the farthest?
Oh, sir, at the farthest for a week or two, and then at farther still up to Rome and on to Tripoli, if God lend me life.
What countryman, I pray?
Mantua.
Mantua? Mary, God forbid, and come you to Padua careless of your life?
My life, sir? Oh, how I pray for that. That goes hard.
'Tis death for anyone in Mantua to come to Padua. Know you not the cause? 'Tis marvel, but that you are but newly come. You might have heard it else proclaimed about.
Oh, well, sir, it's worse for me than so. I have bills for money by exchange from Florence and must here deliver them.
Well, sir, to do you courtesy, this will I do, and this I will advise you. First, tell me, have you ever been at Pisa?
Oh, yes, sir. At Pisa have I often been. Pisa renowned for brave citizens.
Among them know you one Vincencio?
I know him not, but have heard of him. A merchant of incomparable wealth.
Well, he is my father, sir, and sooth to say, in countenance somewhat doth resemble you.
As much as an apple doth an oyster, and all in one.
To save your life in this extremity, this favor will I do you for his sake. His name and credit shall you undertake, and in my house you shall be friendly lodged. You understand me, sir? So shall you stay until you've done your business in the city. If this be courtesy, sir, accept of it.
Oh, sir, I do, and will repute you ever the patron of my life and liberty.
Then go with me to make the matter good. Oh, this, by the way, I'll let you understand. My father is here looked for every day to pass assurance of a dower in marriage twixt me and one Baptista's daughter here. In all these circumstances, I'll instruct you. Go with me to clothe you as becomes you.
No, forsooth, I dare not for my life.
The more my wrong, the more his spite appears. What, did he marry me to famish me? Beggars who come unto my father's gate are, upon entreaty, met with present alms, or if not, elsewhere they are met with charity. But I, who never knew how to entreat, nor never needed that I should entreat, am starved for meat and giddy for lack of sleep, with oaths kept waking and with brawling fed. And that which pains me more than all of these wants, he does so in name of perfect love. Please, fetch me some repast. I care not what, so it be wholesome food.
What say you to, neat's foot?
'Tis passing good. Go get it me.
I fear it is too choleric a meat. How say you to fat tripe, finely broiled?
I like it well. Good, Grumio. Go fetch it me.
Nay, I cannot tell. I fear 'tis choleric. What say you to a piece of beef and mustard?
A dish I do love to feed upon.
Oh, but the mustard is too hot a little.
Then the beef, and let the mustard rest.
Nay then, you shall have the mustard or else you get no beef or Grumio.
Then both, or one, or whatever thou wilt.
Why then the mustard without the beef?
Go. Get thee gone, thou false, deluding slave who feedeth me with the very name of meat. Oh, sorrow upon you and the whole pack who triumph thus in my misery. Go, get thee gone.
How fares my Kate? What's waiting, all amort? Mistress, what cheer?
In faith, as cold as can be.
Pluck up thy spirit, look cheerfully upon me. Here, see how diligent I am to dress thy meat myself and serve it to thee thus. Oh, surely such efforts as these are worthy of such thanks. What, not a word? Then thou like it not, and all my efforts have come to no proof. Here, take this dish away.
I pray you let it stand.
Oh, even the meanest service is rewarded with some thanks, and so shall mine be ere thou touch the meat.
I thank you, sir.
Fie, Petruchio, you are to blame. Come, Mistress Kate, I'll bear you company.
Come, Kate, eat apace. And now, my honey love, we shall unto your fathers to feast and sport with the best of them. There shall be silken capes and caps and golden rings and ruffs and cuffs and farthingales and things. What, hast thou dined? Ah, then the tailor stays thy leisure to deck thy body in her ruffling treasure. Come, tailor, bring forth the ornaments, show us the gowns. And what news with you, sir?
Here's the cap your worship did bespeak.
Why, 'twas molded on a porringer, a velvet dish. Fie, fie, 'tis lewd and filthy, a knack, a toy, a trick, a baby's cap. Come, I will have a bigger.
Well, I'll have no bigger. Does fit with the time, and gentle women wear such caps as these.
Aye, Kate, and when you are gentle, you shall have one, and not before.
And that will not be in haste.
I pray I may have leave to speak, and speak I shall. I am no babe, no child. Your betters have endured me speak my mind, and if you cannot, best you stop up your ears. My tongue will tell the anger of my heart, for my heart, concealing it, shall break, and rather than it shall, I will be free, even to the utmost, as I please in words.
Why, thou speakest true. It is a paltry cap, a custard coffin, a bauble. I love thee, and that thou likest it not.
Love me, or love me not, I like the cap, and it I shall have, or I shall have none.
Thy gown. Tailor, come, bring it forth. Oh, mercy God, what masking stuff is this? What, is this a sleeve? 'Tis more like a demi-cannon. What, tailor, devil's name call'st thou this?
I see she's like to have neither cap nor gown.
You bid me make it orderly and well, and according to the fashion and the time.
Aye, and did, but if you be remembered, I did not bid you mar it to the time. Come, make of it what you will.
I never saw a better fashioned gown, more quaint, or pleasing, or more commendable. Belike you mean to make a puppet of me.
Why, true, she means to make a puppet of you.
She says your worship means to make a puppet of her.
What monstrous arrogance! Oh, you lie, you thread, you thimble, thou flea, thou net, thou winter cricket, thou! Oh, braved in mine own home by a skein of thread! Oh, begone, you rag, you quantity, you remnant, or I shall so bemeet thee with thy yard that thou shalt think on prating whilst thou livest. I tell thee, thou hast marred the gown.
Your worship is deceived. The gown was made just as my master gave direction. Grumio gave the order of how it should be done.
I gave no order. I gave him the stuff.
But how did you desire it to be made?
Marry, sir, with needle and thread.
But did you not wish to have it cut out?
Thou hast faced many things.
I have.
Face not me. Thou hast braved many men, brave not me. I will neither be faced nor braved. I say unto thee, I bid thy master cut out the gown. But I did not bid him cut it to pieces. Ergo, thou liest.
Why, here is a note of the fashion to testify.
Read it.
The note lies in its throat if it says I said so.
Imprimis, a loose-bodied gown.
Loose-bodied gown? Master, if ever I said, loose-bodied gown. Sew me up in the skirts of it, and beat me to death with a bottom of brown thread. I said a gown.
With a small, compassed cape.
I confess the cape.
With a trunk sleeve.
I confess 2 sleeves.
The sleeves curiously cut.
Ah, there's the villainy!
Erythabill, Sir Erythabill, I commanded the sleeves be cut out and sewed up again. And I'll prove that upon thee, though thy little finger be armed in a thimble.
This is true that I say, and I had thee in a place where thou shouldest have known it.
I am for thee straight. Take thou the bill, give me thy meter, and spare not me!
Oh, gods of mercy, Grumio. My why, then she'll have no odds.
Well, in short, Taylor, the gown is not for me.
You are in the right, sir. Just for my mistress.
Go and take it up unto thy master's use.
Villain! Not on thy life. Take up thy mistress's gown for my master's use.
What is your conceit in that?
Oh, the conceit runs deeper than you think for. Take up my mistress's gown for my master's use. Fie.
Hortensio, say thou wilt see the tailor paid. Go, get you gone, say no more.
Tailor, I will pay thee for thy gown tomorrow. Take no unkindness in his hasty words. Now away! Commend thee to thy captain.
Well, Kate, it seems we shall return unto your fathers, even in these honest, mean habiliments. Our purse is proud, though our garments poor. For it is the mind that makes the body rich. And even as the sun does shine through the darkest clouds, so too honor appeareth on the meanest garment. What? Is the jay more precious than the lark because his feathers are more beautiful? Or is the adder better than the eel because his painted skin contents the eye more? I say nay. If thou accountest it shame, lay it on me, and therefore frolic. We shall herewith unto your fathers to feast and sport with the best of them. Go, bring the men round, bring the horses to Longmont Lane. There we shall mount, and thither walk on foot. Let's see. It seems some 7 o'clock, and we may well get there by dinner time.
I dare assure you, sir, 'tis almost 2, and 'twill be supper time ere you come there.
Well, it shall be 7, or ere we go to horse. Look you, what I say, or do, or think to do, you are still crossing it. We shall not go today, and ere we do, it will be whatever o'clock I say it is.
Why, so this gallant will command the sun.
Sir, this is the house. Please it you that I call?
Aye, what else? And but I be deceived, Signor Baptista may remember me, near 20 years ago in Genoa, where we were lodgers at the Pegasus.
'Tis well, and hold your own in any case with such austerity as longeth to a father.
I warrant you. Oh, but sir, here comes your boy. Twere good he were schooled.
Oh, fear you not him. Sir Abiendello, now do your duty thoroughly. I advise you imagine 'twere the right Vincencio.
Tut, fear me not.
But hast thou done thy errand to Baptista?
I have told him that your father was in Venice and expected this day in Padua.
Thou art a tall fellow, hold thee that to drink. Here comes Baptista. Set your countenance, sir. Signor Baptista, you are happily met. Sir, this is the gentleman I told you of. I pray you stand good father to me now. Give me Bianca for my patrimony.
Soft, son. Sir, by your leave, having come to Padua to gather in some debts, my son Lucentio made me acquainted with a weighty cause of love between your daughter and himself. And for the good report I hear of you, and for the love he beareth for your daughter and she to him, well, I'm content to have them matched. And if you please to like no worse than I, well, ready and willing will you find me with one consent to have her so bestowed. For curious I cannot be with you, Signor Baptista, of whom I hear so well.
Sir, pardon me on what I have to say. Your plainness and shortness pleased me well. Right true it is your son Lucentio here does love my daughter Bianca, and she loveth him, for they both dissemble deeply their affections. Therefore, if you, as a father, will deal with him and provide my daughter a sufficient dower, then the match is made and all is done. Your son shall have my daughter with consent.
I thank you, sir. Where then do you know best we be affied such assurance ta'en as shall with either parts agreement stand?
Not in my house, Lucentio, for as you know, pitchers have ears and I have many servants. Besides, old Bramio is hearkening still, and will be happily interrupted.
Then am I lodging in it like you? There doth my father lie, and there this night will pass the business privately and well. Send for your daughter by your servant here. My boy shall fetch the scrivener presently.
Biandello, hie you home and bid Bianca make her ready straight. And if you will, tell her what hath happened. Lucentio's father has arrived in Padua, and how she's like to be bride to Lucentio.
I pray to God she may with all my heart.
Dally not with the gods, but get thee gone. Signor Baptista, shall I lead the way? Welcome, one mess is like to be your cheer. Come, sir, we'll better it Pisa.
I follow you. Cambio!
What sayest thou, Biandello? You saw my master wink and laugh upon you? Biandello, what of that? Faith, nothing but has left me here behind to expound the meaning and moral of his tokens and signs. I pray thee, moralize them. Then thus, Baptista is safe, talking with the deceiving father of a deceitful son. And what of him? His daughter is to be brought by you to the supper. And then, the old priest at St. Luke's is at your command at all hours. And what of all this? I cannot tell, except that you're busied about a counterfeit assurance. Take you assurance of her to the church. Take the priest, clerk, and some sufficient honest witnesses. If this be not more, I have no more to say, but bid Bianca farewell forever and a day. Hearest thou, Biandello? I cannot tarry, and so adieu, sir. I am to go to the church to bid the priest be ready for you to come. Come with your appendix. I can and I will, if she be so contented. She will be pleased, and wherefore should I doubt? Hap what hap may, I'll roundly go about her. It shall go hard if Cameo go without her.
Come on, in God's name, once more unto your fathers. Good Lord, how brightly shines the moon.
The sun! It is not moonlight!
I say it is the moon that shines so bright.
And I know it is the sun that shines so bright.
Now, by my mother's son, and that's myself, it shall be moon, or stars, or whate'er I list, or ere we go unto your fathers. Bring the horses back, we shall not go today.
No.
Nothing but cross and cross, evermore cross.
Say as he says, or we shall never go.
Forward. I pray you, we have come so far. And be it the sun or the moon or whatever it please you, if it please you, call it a rush candle. Henceforth I vow it shall be for me.
I say it is the moon.
I know it is the moon.
Nay, then you lie, for it is the blessed sun.
Then God's be blessed, it is the blessed sun. But sun it is not when you say it is not. And the moon changes even as your mind. But whatever you name it, that it is. And so shall it be for Caterina.
Petruchio, go thy ways. The field is won.
Aye, forward. Thus the bull should run, and not unluckily against the bias. Oh, but stop. What company approaches? Good morrow, gentle mistress. Where away? Kate, hast thou ever beheld a fresher gentlewoman than this? Such a war of red and white upon her cheeks. And what two stars have ever spangled the heavens as do her two eyes make her heavenly face? Once more, good day to thee, madam. Kate, embrace her for her beauty's sake.
What will make the man mad to make a woman of him?
Young budding virgin, so fair and fresh and sweet, whither away, or where is thy abode? So happy the parents of so fair a child, happier still the man whose fortunate stars appoint thee as his lovely bedfellow.
Why, Kate, I hope you are not mad. This is a man. Old, withered, wrinkled, and faded, and not a woman as you say he is.
Pardon, old father, my mistaken eyes so bedazzled by the sun, that they make everything seem it green. I see now thou art a reverend father. Pardon me my mad mistaking.
Oh, and good old grandsire, and tell us which way thou travels. If with us, we would be happy of thy company.
Fair sir, you, my merry mistress, that with your strange encounter much amaze me. My name is called Vincenzio, my dwelling Pisa. Bound I am to Padua, there to visit a son of mine, which long I have not seen.
What is his name?
Lucentio, gentle sir.
Well, happily we meet, the happier for thy son. And now I may call you father by law as well as reverend age. The sister of this gentlewoman, thy son by this hath married. And now let me embrace with old Vincenzio as we travel forth to Padua to see thy son, who upon thy arrival will be most joyous.
But is it true? Or else it is your pleasure, like pleasant travelers, to break a jest upon the company you overtake?
Oh, I assure thee, father, 'tis true.
Come on, and see the truth herein.
Well, Petruchio, this has put me at heart. Have to my widow, and if she be froward, have thou not taught Hortensio to be untoward.
Softly and swiftly, sir. The priest is ready. I fly, Biandello, but they may chance to need thee at home, therefore leave us. Nay, Faith, I'll see the church at your back and go to mine. Come back to my masters as soon as I can.
I marvel Cambio comes not all this while.
Here, sir, is the door. This is Lucentio's house. And now must we thither, and here we leave you, sir.
You shall not choose but drink before you go.
They're busy within. You are best knock louder.
Oh.
Who's he that knocks so as to beat down the gate?
Is Signor Lucentio within, sir?
Aye, sir, he's within, but not to be spoken withal.
What if a man bring him £100 or two to make merry withal?
Oh, keep your £100 to yourself. He shall need none so long as I live.
Nay, I told you Lucentio is well loved in Padua. Sir, setting frivolous circumstances aside, tell Signor Lucentio that his father is come from Pisa and is here at the door to speak with him.
Well, thou liest. His father has come from Padua and is here looking out at the window.
Art thou his father?
Aye, sir. So his mother says, if I may believe her.
Why, this is flat knavery to take up you another man's name.
Lay hands on the villain. I believe it means to cozen somebody in this city under my countenance.
I have seen them in the church together, and God send them good shipping. But who is here, mine old master Vincenzio? And now we are undone and brought to nothing.
Come hither, Crackham.
Hope I may choose, sir.
Come hither, you rogue. What? Have you forgot me?
Forgot you? Why, no, sir, I could not forget you, for I've never seen you in all my life.
What notorious villain? Did thou never see thy master's father, Vincenzio?
What? My old worshipful old master? Why, yes, Mary, sir, there he is looking out the window.
Isn't so?
Help! Help! There's a madman who will murder me!
Help, son! Help, Signor Baptista!
Come, Kate, let us stand aside and see the end of this controversy.
Sir, what are you that offer to beat my servant?
Who am I, sir? Nay, who are you? Oh, immortal gods! Oh, fine villain! Oh, I am undone! I am undone!
How now? What's the matter?
What, is this man lunatic?
Sir, you seem a sober ancient gentleman by your habit, but your words show you a madman. What cerns it you if I wear pearls and gold? I think, my good father, I'm able to maintain it.
Thy father? Oh, villain, he's a sailmaker in Bergamo.
Oh, you mistake, sir. Pray tell, what do you think his name is?
His name? As if I knew not his name. I brought him up since he was 3 years old, and his name is Tranio.
Away, mad ass! His name is Lucentio, and he is mine only son and heir to the lands of me, Signor Vincencio.
Vincencio! Oh, he hath murdered his master! Lay hold on him, I charge you in the Duke's name! Oh, my son, my son! Tell me, oh villain, where is my son Lucentio?
Call forth an officer! Carry this mad knave to the jail! Father Baptista, I charge you see he be forthcoming.
Carry me to the jail?
Nay, officer, he shall not go to jail.
Talk not, Signor Gremio. I say he shall go to prison.
Take heed, Senor Baptista. I dare swear this is the real Vincencio.
Swear if thou darest.
Nay, I dare not swear it.
Then thou wert best say that I am not Lucentio.
Yes, I know thee to be Senor Lucentio.
Away with this dotard to the jail with him.
Oh, thus strangers may be hailed and abused. Oh, monstrous villain!
Oh, we are spoiled, and yonder he is. Deny him, forswear him, or we are all undone.
But, pardon, sweet father!
Sweet son!
Pardon, father.
How hast thou offended? Where's Lucentio?
Here is Lucentio! Right son to the right Vincencio, that have marriage made thy daughter mine, while counterfeit supposes bleared thine eye.
Here's packing with a witness to deceive us all.
Where's that damn villain Tranio that placed and braved me in this matter so?
Is not this my cameo?
Cameo is changed into Lucentio.
Love wrought these miracles! Bianca's love hath made me change my stay with Tranio while he did bear my countenance in the town, and happily I have arrived unto the safe haven of my bliss. What Tranio did, myself enforced him to. Then pardon him, sweet father, for my sake.
I'll slit the villain's nose that would have sent me to the jail.
But do you hear, sir? Have you married my daughter against my good will?
Fear not, Baptista. Content you. We will go to. But I will end to be revenged for this villainy.
And I'll after to sound the depth of this knavery.
Look not pale, Bianca! Thy father will not frown!
My cake is dough, but I'll in among the rest, out of hope of all but my share of the feast.
Husband, let us follow and see the end of this ado.
We will, but first, kiss me, Kate.
Here in the midst of the street.
What, are you ashamed of me?
Well, God forbid, no, but ashamed of kissing.
Well, then let's return home. Groom me on the horse.
I'll give thee a kiss. Now pray, love, stay.
Is this not well? Come, Kate, let's away. Better once than never, for never too late.
Oh no! Nay, nay, nay. Oh, my figure. Ding, 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 ding. At last, though long, our jarring notes agree. Oh, sweet Bianca, bid my father welcome while I with self-same kindness welcome thine. Brother Petruchio, Sister Katharina, and thou, Hortensio, with thy loving widow. Feast with the best and welcome to my house. Oh, pray you, sit down, and we will sit and chat as well as eat.
Nothing but sit and eat and eat.
Padua affords this kindness, son Petruchio.
Padua affords nothing but what is kind.
For both our sakes, I would that word were true.
Now, for my life, Hortensio fears his widow.
Well, then never trust me if I be afeard.
Oh, you are very sensible, and yet you miss my sense. I mean, Hortensio is afeard of you.
He that is giddy thinks the world turns round.
Well, roundly replied.
Mistress, what mean you by that?
Thus I conceive by him.
Conceives by me? Oh, how likes Hortensio that?
So my widow says, so she conceives her tale.
Ah, very well mended. Kiss him for that, good widow.
He that is giddy thinks the world turns round. I pray you, what meant you by that?
Oh, your husband, being troubled by a shrew, measures my husband's sorrow by his woe, and now you know my meaning.
A very mean meaning.
Right, I mean you.
And I am mean indeed, respecting you.
To her, Kate.
To her, but don't that is my office.
Spoken like an officer.
What thinks Gramio of these quick-witted folk?
Believe me, sir, they butt together well.
Head and butt, and a hasty-witted body would say that your head and butt were head and horn.
Aye, Mrs. Bride, has that awakened you?
Aye, but not frightened me, so I'll sleep again.
No, thou shalt not. Now that you have begun, have at thee for a bit of jest or two.
What am I, your bird? Then I mean to shift my bush, and pursue me as you draw your bow. You are all welcome.
She hath prevented me. Signor Tranio, this bird you aimed at, though you hit her not, therefore a drink to all those that shot and missed.
Sir, Lucentio slipped me like his greyhound, which runs himself and catches for his master.
A good swift simile, though somewhat currish.
'Tis well that you hunted for yourself. 'Tis thought your deer does hold you at a bay.
Oh, Petruchio Tranio hits you now.
I thank thee for that gird, good Tranio.
Confess, has he hit you here?
I has a little galled, but as it did glance off me, 'tis 10 to 1 it maimed you two outright.
Oh, Petruchio, in good sadness, I think you have the veriest shrew of all.
Well, I say nay, and therefore, for assurance, let us each one send unto his wife. And he whose wife is most obedient to come when called will win the wager of which we do propose.
Content. What's the wager?
20 crowns.
20 crowns? I'd bet so much on my hawk or hound, but 20 times more on my wife.
100 then.
Content.
A match. 'Tis done.
Who shall start?
That will I. Biandello, come. Bid your mistress come to me. I go.
Son Lucentio, I will be your half that Bianca comes.
I'll have no halves. I'll bear it all myself. Oh, how now? What news?
Sir, my mistress sends you word that she is busy and cannot come.
She is busy and cannot come. Is this an answer?
Aye, and a kind one, too. Pray God your wife send you not a worse.
I hope a better.
Sirrah, Biandello, go and entreat my wife to come to me forthwith.
Entreat? Oh, no, then she must needs come.
I'm afraid, sir, do as you can. Yours will not be entreated. Where's my wife?
Sir, she says you have some goodly jest in hand. She will not come and bids you come to her.
Worse, you come to her. Oh, vile, oh, intolerable, not to be endured. Sirrah, Garubio, go to thy mistress and tell her I command her to come.
Oh, command? I know her answer.
What?
She will not.
The worse for me, and there an end to it.
By my holiday, Katharina comes.
What is your will, sir, that you would send for me?
Where is your sister and Hortensio's wife?
They sit conferring by the parlor fire.
Go fetch them hither, and if they deny to come, switch them soundly forth unto their husbands. Go, get you hence.
Here is a wonder, if you talk of a wonder.
And so it is. I wonder what it bodes.
Well, Mary, peace it bodes, and love and happy life, and in short, what's not that's good and beautiful.
Petruchio, the wager thou hast won, and I will add 20,000 crowns to their losses. Another dower for another daughter, for she is changed as I have never seen.
Well, I say nay. I shall win my wager better yet, and show her obedience, her new-built virtue and obedience. See where she comes with your froward wives in tow to her womanly persuasion. Katharina, that hat befits thee not. Toss off the bauble, throw it underfoot.
Oh, Lord, may I never have cause to sigh until I be brought to such a silly pass. Fie, what foolish duty calls you this?
I say your duty were as foolish too. The wisdom of your duty, fair Bianca, hath cost me 100 crowns since supper time.
Oh, the more fool you for laying upon my duty.
Katharina, tell these headstrong women what duty they do owe their lords and husbands.
Oh, come, you're mocking. We will have no telling.
Come on, I say, and first begin with her.
She shall not.
She shall, and first begin with her.
Fie, unknit that threatening, unkind brow, and dart not scornful glances to wound thy lord, thy king, thy governor. Well, it blots thy beauty as frosts do bite the meat, confounds thy fame as whirlwinds shake their buds, and in no way is meet or amiable. A woman moved is like a fountain troubled, muddy, ill-seeming, thick, bereft of beauty. And while it is such, none so dry or thirsty will deign to sip or touch one drop of it. Thy husband is thy lord, thy life, thy king, thy head, thy sovereign, and for thy maintenance commits his body to painful labor on sea and land, to watch the night in storms and the day in cold, while thou liest warm at home, safe and sound, and craves no other tribute at thy hands but love, fair looks, and true obedience. Well, too small a payment for so great a debt. And when she is peevish and froward and sullen and sour and not obedient to his honest will, well, what is she but a foul contending rebel and graceless traitor to her loving lord? I am ashamed that women are so simple to offer war where we should kneel for peace, or seek for rule, supremacy, or sway when we are bound to serve and love and obey. Well, why are our bodies so soft and weak and smooth, unable to toil or trouble in the world, when our soft conditions and our hearts should well agree with our external parts? So come, you froward and unable worms. My mind hath been as big as one of yours, my heart as great, my reason haply more, to bandy word for word and frown for frown. But now I see our lances are but straws. Our strength is weak, our weakness past compare, and we seemingly indeed are most what we least are. So, veil thy stomach, for it is no boot, and place your hand beneath your husband's foot, for such duty, if it please. My hand is ready, shall it do him ease?
Why, there's a wench. Come on and kiss me, Kate.
Well, go thy ways, old lad, for thou shalt have it.
'Tis a good hearing when children are toward.
Oh, but a harsh hearing when women are froward.
Come, Kate, let's to bed. We three are married, but you two are sped. 'Twas I that won the wager, though you hit the white, and I being the victor, God give you good night.